Hey guys, how we doing? And welcome back to Lee Slot Cars for what will probably be the last video before Christmas, because I've got a busy time coming up. I'm heading up north to see two of my daughters and my little grandson. Can't wait for that. And then when I come back, then we're sort of into Christmas time, and my other two daughters are coming to stay, so that'll be carnage for a week or so, but very nice as well. So a bit of a mixed bag today. I'm going to do a little bit more on that car park build because it's really been bugging me. It's not right. So more of that to come. I'm going to be cleaning the track, and I'm just going to put a little bit on here about how I actually do that. When I first got the layout in the shed, I had real problems with corrosion of the rails. But since I have had this, the lunar module insulation fitted, I've had no problems at all with it. It's been absolutely brilliant. So I'm going to give it a good clean, and whether it's right or wrong, this is how I do it. You know, feel free to tell me if I'm wrong. Also, good old Andy, I don't know if you watched the last mystery unboxing video. Andy sent me some stuff that he did on the 3D printer, and it's absolutely brilliant. And he sent me a couple more bits, so I'm going to show you that first, what he sent me and what I plan to do with it. Then I'm going to go on to show you what I've done on the car park build and maybe do a little bit more, and then finally how I clean my track. So let's crack on. Right, so first up, let's have a look at what Andy has kindly sent me. First of all is this shipping container. Isn't it fantastic? Really good quality. I absolutely love it, and I've got big plans for this. There you've got the doors, really detailed, really good. And like the other products he sent me, there's no sanding down required. It's absolutely really good quality. Also the lid comes off, which is great, and I'll tell you why that's great. What I plan to do, and this will be in the new year, is to convert this into a little cafe, and that will mean cutting a section out like that, which will then, the piece I cut out will then form the canopy that folds back down. Painted it all up, get the interior done, little coffee machine, little work surfaces. I've got the preparation areas that were sent by Magnetic Racing from part of their sort of furniture packs, so I'm going to use that in here. That is going to be a really good little project. Don't know where I'm going to put it on the track as yet, but I will find a space for it. You know me. So there's that. Absolutely brilliant. Secondly, are these barriers. Now, these are super cool. And these literally line up. They fit into each other like that, so they can be curved. You can have them in any direction that you want them to go, basically. Aren't they cool? They're really good. So, I'm making a pig's ear of this. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Thanks, Andy. They are going to get used on the track, and I might actually get round to putting those on today, because I've got a really good place to put those on the layout. And finally, now, when I showed you the barrier fencing, the crash fence, these were the posts that Andy sent me. Now, I've given it a coat of silver. It needs another coat of paint, which I'll probably do today. And it came with these clip, what would you call them? Yeah, these clip to the track. And there were ones with a hole so you could screw them to the track. Andy has also sent me some other clips. Now, these click to the track, but there's a ridge behind where you can fit a barrier, which is really cool. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use, now this is a 3mm gap, and I've got 5mm foam board, but it's not a problem because all I need to do is cut out a little notch out of there, and that will slide in, so you can get the crash barrier. You'll clip it to the track, crash barrier in front, and then the fencing behind. But the whole fencing project is one that's oh god, the whole fencing project is quite a big one, and I've got a bit of work to do before I start that. So that's going to be another job for the new year. But I just wanted to show you because there's some great options for the fencing, whether you want it clipping to the track, whether you want it screwing to the track, or if you want it so you can have a crash barrier around the side. I have got loads to be getting on with, and it's sort of, Christmas is really annoying me because it's getting in my way. Okay, so yes, I am the grumpy old bugger and I am the Grinch, but I accept that. But I just want to be in the shed messing around with cars and building stuff. Anyway, let's have a look at the thanks, Andy, once again. Thanks, buddy. I really appreciate it, and we'll have a chat soon, and hopefully we're going to get to meet up at some point as well, which would be great. Right, car park. Also forgot the other thing that Andy sent me was this brake cable. Now, why have I got a brake cable? You will all be thinking, no doubt. But absolutely ingenious, because on the fence posts, you've got obviously the 3 bars that will normally have barbed wire, razor wire. It fits perfectly. It's great, isn't it? So I can have 3 lengths. I might need to get some more, but these all fit through the holes and they can feed through the whole thing when it's finished. That's going to be fiddly, but it's all going to look great. All going to look great when it's done. And the barriers will go just here. But obviously I need to sort all the base out first. I've started over here, but that's where they're going to go, and then the fence, the crash fence, will go all the way around there. So I've got big plans. The problem I've got is that this is all very tight down here. I really want to put the fence in that Andy sent me from about here-ish, coming all around there. I did have a bit of MDF, 5mm MDF, running around here that took it to the level of the track. Excuse me. But I've taken that out for the time being. Not sure if I'm going to replace it. What I'm going to do with the car park is lift it up and put it on a platform. Now, all will become clear, but in my head I've got a rough idea of how I want to do it. Let's see how this progresses. This could be interesting. Oh my God, I'm having fun and games with my foam board here. Right, okay. This isn't finished, okay? So I've got just a lower, we're going to call it a wall at the bottom, okay? And I am going to tidy that up because there's a gap at the bottom. I think I'm going to put something behind that fits in here, so it levels that up with the track. This obviously is going to be the platform where the entrance is to the car park. Maybe there, entrance to the car park. Path to nowhere, but there could be a path that goes all the way along here, comes along here with a little stairway down. So you walk up there, walk along there, into the car park. This is expanding beyond belief, this little project. Started off just building a car park, but there you go. So this is just the basic stuff here. It's rough and ready. It needs sorting out. That needs painting. This needs something, I don't know what, because it doesn't look good at the minute. But I think as far as this wall behind it, I'm going to do it in the dark charcoal. I'm going to put some decals on it. I'm really making this up as I go along. Let's get this bit cut out around and slot that underneath, and then we'll see where we're at. So I've painted the bottom section and it tends to blend in a little bit now, which is a lot better. I have got to do a lot more work on here, and I don't think I'm going to get it done today. I just don't think I'm going to get time, because that needs a coat of paint. So does this. A door needs putting in. The detail needs to be put on there. I might put some graffiti on here to tie in with this wall. I've taken the picture off that was there. So, in fact, I sort of regret doing that. But anyway, I think I'm going to have, similar to this, a wall going right the way across, and obviously I need to sort out the base level here, because it's all a bit disjointed. Now, I did have that all done, but I wasn't happy with it, and so yeah, I'm a perfectionist. Well, I'm not a perfectionist, but I like to get things right. So the next part of this whole project is going to be to finish this, put a sort of border around there, you know, a bit like this sort of thing, a border around there, get a wall in there, get all the base done, get these stuck on, and get the fencing in. That's going to take quite a lot of time to do, which I'm not going to do today. The next thing I'm thinking of, when I talk about the layout evolving over time and not absolutely scrapping the whole thing, but, you know, just tweaking it and changing bits of it gradually. I think where I've got the garage over here in the pub, I might make a big change and put that here and make this, because it's a bit wider, take this out. I might even put that over there, and to have the garage there, and then it will sort of serve as a pit lane. So don't know, this is all future plans. So for the time being, I'm just going to do a little bit of tidying up and messing about, and I'm going to run a car today, because actually I'll show you this car. Yeah, I'll show you which car I'm going to run shortly. So I'm going to crack on, and yeah, I'll be back. Right, so this is how I clean my track. First of all, with the dirty old cloth that I've got here, which has been well used, as you can see, I'll give it a little spray of WD-40. Not too much, just a little bit. And then I'll go over the rails with this, first of all, just to get it on there. And you won't see the benefit of this on camera of how good it comes up, but yeah, you'll get the general idea. And give it a good old clean. Now, on the particularly stubborn bits, I have got a pico rubber, you know, that you use for cleaning model railway track, and I don't like using it too much because it is obviously abrasive and you don't want to run the risk of causing too much damage. But I'll do that with a dirty cloth, rub it right in, and try not to leave too much there, because it will give a residue and it will get picked up on the braids of the car, and then it gives you all sort of other problems. But look, even so, there's still quite a lot of dirt coming off, and it's had a couple of swipes over it. Then I'm going to go back in again and give it a good old clean. So that's phase one. So I'll do that for the whole track. I'm not going to do that all on the video because you'll all be asleep. Then I have Auto Sol. And this is used for polishing car, metal, motorbikes, chrome, etc, etc. Just put a small piece or a small dab on the cloth. And I bought this ages ago, and it's lasted forever. And I've got too much on there. I just need to spread it out a bit because I don't want it to blob on there, especially. So I'll get it on like that first and foremost. Get it on the track like that, so you've got a coating on there. And then, I mean, bearing in mind, by the time I've finished wiping off all the WD-40, the cloth was coming up pretty clean. So that's now on. Now, I don't know if you're supposed to leave it on or not. I never do. I'm just too impatient, to be honest. And then once again, go over it, look. And that is after going over it with WD-40 until the cloth became clean. And that is just one swipe of the track. And then just keep going over. The first I do quite firm to get as much off as possible. Like that. God, this is really bad. I didn't realise how bad it was. This is going to take me ages to do the whole thing. There you go. I've got the time to look at that. It's incredible, isn't it? Absolutely incredible how bad it actually is. And then just go for it. Give it a good old scrub. It's just one piece. I don't know how. This is when I'm grateful for not having a big layout. Do you know what I mean? I mean, all you guys that have got fantastic layouts and all the space. This is a bonus of having a little 12x6 shed with a small layout. And it's incredible how much stuff this Autosol gets off. I think it cost about £7 for the tube, and I bought it well over a year ago. So it's lasted really well, because you only need a tiny little bit. I mean, what I put on this was probably too much, but it's quite hard just to squeeze a tiny bit out. That's enough for one piece of track. I mean, some of the dirt might be from the track itself, which also needs a clean. Oh God, this is going to take all day to do. But if you're going to do a job, you might as well do it properly. That's what my wife always says. Normally that's as a result of me not doing the job properly, but my standards in the shed are higher than they are in the house, I have to say. And it comes to great frustration of Mrs. Lee. But I think it's starting to come clean now. It's got a real shine to it. I mean, it doesn't pick it up on camera, so I'm not even going to try different camera angles. It doesn't pick it up. But that, my friends, looks like a brand new piece of track, and it's almost running clean. No, it's not. It's still filthy. But if you compare that to that, then it is a whole lot better. And when you do this and you run a car over it for the first time, you suddenly realise how much difference cleaning the track actually makes. There you go. That piece is finished. Only another 40 odd to go. So that's how I clean the track. And it's a big job, but honestly, it's a job well worth doing. Right, I said I'm going to have a look at a car. I nearly forgot to do this. And today's car is Dodge Challenger by Scalextric. Now this is product C3935. And I love this car. Absolutely love this. I've had it for quite a while. It hasn't had a great deal of use. I don't know why that is, because I love it and it's one of my favourites. I like it because it's simple. Really simple, just plain white, but everything is there in terms of detail, you know, with the really tiny little charger, you can't see it, and the number plate, the registration plate. Its simplicity is its beauty. I love these big American muscle cars from this sort of era, you know, like the Camaros, the Charger, Mustang, all these. I love all those cars. They're right up there with the GTs. I think they're my favourites. The other reason why I love this car so much is because it is so smooth. It's really smooth. Now you will hear it on the track because it's always amplified when I record a car running, but believe me, it is really, really quiet. So the car of today is C3935 Dodge Challenger from Scalextric. Let's bring it on the track. Here we go. Look at that, so smooth. And it's so much better because I've cleaned the track as well, and it's taken me a long time to do. But it's so smooth, so smooth. I wish the sound on this didn't amplify it so you could hear what I'm hearing now, but it's an absolutely lovely car. And I bought this from Osborne's toy shop in Rushden and at the time it was one of the very few toy shops around, because you know a lot of them have closed, and Osborne's has been around for probably about 80 years now, maybe more, and they were the first UK distributor of Lego, I'm led to believe. So check them out, Osborne's Toys in the High Street in Rushden, Northamptonshire. But yeah, I'm going to end this here and run a few laps where I can try and push it and see what times I can get. It's not, it does tend to flip a bit on the bends, but actually it's running really well. It might be down to me cleaning the track and getting some of the debris off the plastic as well, but it's, yeah, it's running well. Okay, so that's just a little run through of a few bits. I'm going to sign off for today because I just want to crack on, do little bits in my own time without having, not that it's pressure, but the pressure to film it and get it on camera. I'm just going to potter about, and I'm going to run a few cars once I've cleaned the track, so that'll probably be by about tea time the way it's going. By the way, that piece took to do. So I'm going to call it a day. If I don't do another post, have an absolutely fantastic Christmas. Have a fantastic New Year. Look after your friends. Love your family. And I'll see you all again real soon. God bless. You all take care, my friends. Bye-bye now.